Hey everybody, I'm Bill, Cranky Cook 2022. We are making a dish today that is going to knock your socks off. It's called Mafe. It's a West African dish. The version that we're making is called Senegalese Maafe, which is made with chicken. The amazing thing about this dish is you can make it with pretty much any protein. You can make it with lamb, beef, you can even do it with fish. Seems that every country in West Africa has some kind of variation on it. But as I mentioned earlier, you can substitute pretty much any protein. You can also substitute a lot on the vegetable side. Root vegetables are fantastic, and any leafy, hearty leafy greens like kale or spinach are just delicious in it. So anyway, it's called Mafe, as I said, M-A-A-F-E. Let's get started with our version of Senegalese Maafe. Okay, let's just run down the list of ingredients. Some oil, a medium-sized red onion chopped, a 1-inch piece of ginger grated, 4 cloves of garlic chopped, a half a cup of creamy peanut butter. The recipe calls for Scotch bonnet. Our store didn't have Scotch bonnet, but we do have Scotch bonnet sauce. So we're going to use a little bit of that. Tablespoon of tomato paste, a half of a butternut squash, 2 medium-sized carrots chopped, a 14.5-ounce can of tomatoes, whole tomatoes peeled, and a pound of spinach roughly chopped. Okay, first thing we're going to do in a large saucepan, we're going to heat up our olive oil, and we're going to take our 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and we're going to brown them for about 7 minutes on each side. Once those chicken thighs are starting to brown, we're going to remove them and set them aside in a bowl. And to the pan, we're going to add the red onion and the garlic. Now, the red onion and the garlic, we're going to let them cook for about 6 minutes until they just begin to brown. We add the ginger, stirring for 1 minute until fragrant. After about 6 minutes, we're going to add the tomato paste, and we're going to stir that in well so it completely coats the vegetables. We're going to let that tomato paste cook for about 1 minute until it turns a very brick red color. Then we're going to add the can of whole tomatoes. Keep scraping the bottom of the pan, get up all those good brown little bits that are down there, and add 1 teaspoon of the Scotch bonnet hot sauce. Let that cook for about 2 minutes. Place the chicken back in the pot. Stir it around, get the sauce going all over it. Cover it and let it simmer on low for about 30 minutes. And then we're going to add the butternut squash, the carrots, and 3 cups of chicken broth. We're going to turn the heat up on that until it comes to a boil, and we're going to turn it down to medium and make sure it's on a low simmer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the butternut squash and the carrots should start to getting a little soft, but still hold their firmness. Now here's the part of this dish I really love. What you're going to do is take a ladle and you're going to remove about half a cup of liquid from the pan. Now you're going to take that and put it in a bowl, and then in that bowl you're also going to add the half cup of unsalted peanut butter, and you're going to whisk those two together until they're fully incorporated. Here's where the magic happens. Now you're going to put that back in with the chicken in the pan, add the spinach until it wilts, and you're going to mix that up together. For a final step, we're going to stir in the greens, whether it's kale or spinach. We're using spinach in this case. Stir in the greens, cover the pot again, and let it cook for about 5 minutes until the spinach is wilted. And there you have it, Senegalese chicken Maafe. Trust me when I tell you, this dish is going to knock you out. It is so delicious. When I made this for the first time, I thought to myself, I don't understand how these flavors are ever going to go together, and they work perfectly. So give this dish a try. It is wonderful. It's worth your time. And I'm sure you and your family and your guests will love it. Everyone I've ever made it for absolutely goes head over heels for this and says, please make it again. So give it a shot. Senegalese chicken Mafe. I'm Bill Cranky Cook 2022. I'm out of here. Down below, there's a like button or a subscribe button or a comment button, whatever you like. We'd love to hear from you. By the way, if you've ever made Mafe and you'd like to send us your recommendations on how you do it, we'd love to hear about it. And also, if you have a favorite dish that you'd like to see us make, feel free to send us suggestions. Anyway, as I said, I'm Bill Cranky Cook 2022. Hit the buttons, and we'll see you next time.